Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well today. I am back with a brand new video and we're going to be taking a look at the Matt Jackson Walmart exclusive, as you can see up here, Unrivaled series, Unrivaled collection. These AEW figures, I always have a hard time pronouncing. I guess maybe the full name. I guess I should just call this Unrivaled Collection number 142. That's probably best. So let's start this over. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Walmart exclusive Matt Jackson Unrivaled number 142 figure. So again, this figure caught my eye, and if you've been following this channel for any amount of time, you know that I do not collect AEW figures like that. Not because I dislike the company or anything like that. It's just that I don't follow AEW like I do WWE, and I just have more history just with WWE, being a WWE fan for most of my life. However, I do have a couple of figures. I have I have two Jericho figures. I have a Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks, and the Young Bucks figures are actually the first AEW figures I ever purchased. I remember getting them back around I think it was 2020 if I'm correct, and it was kind of funny because the AEW figures that just came out, and they were really, I don't say rare, but they were in short supply. You didn't see them as much as you did, of course, the WWE figures, because of course WWE figures got more penetration on the toy aisles and Walmart, Target places. So I remember I went one early morning on the way to work. I think it was early in the morning, and I may have been working remotely at that time because that was like 2020, early 2021, and COVID was still pretty fresh. But I'll never forget, I was at the Walmart that morning, and I saw both Young Bucks figures, and it was a series I liked because the first Young Bucks figures that came out, AEW figures, were when they had those Elvis costumes on, and I hated those. The next ones were they had on blue and gold attire, so that's much more up my alley. I copped both of those figures, and so yeah. But again, I saw this figure. I was actually in Walmart over the weekend, and this figure just caught my attention. You know, if you're a collector, you know the feeling. You know, you're at the store and you just kind of glance at something, not thinking you'll like it, then it's like, that may work out. And then so I saw it on Saturday, caught my attention, went back Sunday and got it, and this figure is pretty awesome, and we're just gonna get into it. The back of the figure, you have Matt Jackson, one half of the Young Bucks, in a pretty celebratory, his traditional kind of muscle pose that they do, and he's actually in the same pose in this figure. And of course, Walmart exclusive, as you can see up here. So this figure is only available at Walmart, and we're going to get into it. It's a pretty easy opening compared to a lot of the Legend series elites I've been unboxing lately. This figure, I mean, it is so cool, like these colors, and yeah, so let's get it out of here. Of course, we have the interchangeable, pieces. And man, now this is a good figure. The thing that really catches your eye about this figure, well, for me, is the visor, I guess, from the headband. It almost reminds you of a chandelier or like an Egyptian style headdress. Kind of reminds me of, think of Scott Steiner a little bit from back in the day, but not quite, but kind of. But it's just really cool how it covers, the face. I really like that. And then, a very matter of fact, I think if I can pull this up, yeah, a very good head scan from what I see. And I like the fact that it's obscured and that you can't remove it. I really like that twist with it. It gives the figure a kind of air of mystery or something. That's pretty cool. And then just all the colors. This just looks like a cosmic fever dream. I love this outfit. I mean, just all the vibrant colors. You got like the kind of like just paint splashing. You got the green, red, yellow. I mean, and then with the kind of black and white base. And then I love this jacket. You know, you have the Elite on the back, and then you got the Young Bucks logo on the front, and just the sleeves and even the collar of the jacket, like some kind of green zebra stripes, and then the pants and the bottom of the jacket. You know, the pants is just Young Bucks lettering in different styles, and just it's just like it's like he just graffitied himself. This is just awesome, and even down to the shoes and the bottom of the pants. I mean, this is just such an artsy figure. And even holding it in my hand, I'm even more glad that I got it because it just feels good. And again, one of my things with the figure, as far as determines whether I like it, is just how it feels in the hand. I mean, this just feels good. It's not loose. It's very firm. Just a good piece to pose. I mean, my gosh, this is just a top-notch figure, and I would say unequivocally this has to be my top AEW figure. I don't have a ton of them, but this beats out the awesome Cody Rhodes in the suit and the trench coat, the kind of overcoat jacket. But man, this is a great figure. If you come across this at Walmart, him or his brother, pick this up. Being that the figure is so similar, I mean, both of these figures are similar because they both had the same outfit, I probably would not get Nick Jackson, but don't put it past me. If I see Nick, I may scoop him up too, but this is just a great set to have. Great figure. I would give this a 9.5 out of 10. I mean, this is an incredible figure. He really does his likeness well. And Young Bucks, I gotta give a little history, I guess a little history. Young Bucks, one of the most divisive tag teams in wrestling today, and I would say in wrestling history. The Young Bucks, you have people who are you either are on two sides of the fence with the Young Bucks. You either love them or you hate them. Some people think that they are the best tag team in wrestling today, have been the best tag team for probably the last decade in terms of just consistently great matches, influencing the style of tag team wrestling across the board. And then you have the other camp who feels that they're just a joke and embarrassment of wrestling, that they're the reason why wrestling is, tag team matches are expected to be spot fest and no selling and just move, and no psychology. I fall into the first camp. The Young Bucks, if you're being objective, if you've watched these guys' career at least for the last decade, I didn't watch, and even for the last, I would say, since the inception of AEW, so let's even just go back to 2019, they have to be the best tag team in the business today. And really since that time, if you're just following from the start of AEW, they have been too successful, they've been too influential, and they've been too historical in terms of what they've done in the business. I mean, these guys are the big reason, along with Kenny Omega and Cody Rhodes, that AEW even exists. Without the Young Bucks, their vision, and they're a part of that vision along with Cody and, the original Elite Core, there would not be an AEW. And the people who know the Young Bucks, the people who work with them, the people who, and again, it depends on what camp you believe, because again, if you're inclined to believe CM Punk, you will probably hate the Young Bucks. Or if you're a diehard Tribalist wrestling fan, and if you're a WWE fan, you would probably hate everything that Young Bucks represents. But the Young Bucks, I mean, these guys are just like, they really were like the next generation of the Hardy Boys, but so much better, so much more longevity. And I mean, just two of the best wrestlers in the game today, and they've been for a very long time. And they are, to me, the best tag team. And just from what I know of them, from what I've studied, watched, they have to be the best tag team in the last 15 years. One of the best tag teams of all time, period. You just can't deny that. They've just had too many great matches. Their matches with, even just going off of their AEW matches, I mean, their matches with FTR, their matches with Penta and Phoenix, even teams that rarely have had great matches outside of their matches with the Young Bucks, i.e. Private Party. So many tag teams in AEW have had their best career match, their best match against, or best series of matches against the Young Bucks. And that's not even going back to Ring of Honor, their stuff in the junior heavyweight division in New Japan, the indies, tons of indies, PWG. I mean, these guys are the definition of workhorses. They do not slow down. They give their all, whether it's on a television, Dynamite, if they're on Collision, if they're on Rampage, if they're on the pay-per-view, they give their maximum effort. And more than anything, they're a really historical, they're historical figures in the wrestling business. You cannot write the history of wrestling over the last 15 and 20 years without the Young Bucks. You just can't, as much as some people may hate to admit it. So again, and this is not even coming from a serious Young Bucks fan. I would not say that I just, watch them every week, because I don't watch AEW that regularly, but I still, being a wrestling fan, a wrestling historian myself, I have to respect what the Young Bucks have done and how they've changed the wrestling business. So again, credible figure. And then too, Sting. That's my biggest thing. The Young Bucks, to me, they went up a few notches in my book after the incredible job they did in the lead up and the execution of Sting's farewell match. I mean, the build to that, and then the match in Greensboro, which I was there for. It was as hot of an atmosphere as I've ever experienced for wrestling in my entire life, and I've been to several WWE shows, indie shows. I've been to some Impact Wrestling shows. Yeah, motorcycle just rolled by. But yes, that, for them to have that great of a match with Sting and Darby Allin, I mean, for Sting's final match to be as great as it was, a lot of credit to that has to go to the Young Bucks. So again, that is it. I'm wrapping this up because it looks like there's a lot of trucks and cars going on out here, and it may interfere with what you hear. So again, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I've gone a little longer than I intended to, but again, just thank you all for watching. I appreciate you, and have a great rest of the day.